Hello, Patriots. For those of you that follow me on social media, you've heard part of what I'm about to share with you. But there's a much bigger part of this story that no one has heard yet but my elected officials. And now you via this video, which I was hoping I wouldn't have to make, because I was hoping that those in power would do the right thing. But after a week of dealing with this problem, it appears that there are some people that do not know what the right thing is. First, let me say that I, like most, have a difficult time trying to comprehend government incompetence. And I'm talking about all government: federal, state, county, parish, city government. We elect people in America to work and represent we the people, yet way too often, when they get into power, they result to a power trip and can give a damn about those they represent. Case in point, Ward 2 Water District in Denham Springs, Louisiana, in Livingston Parish. For those of you who are not familiar with what a parish is, it's no different than a county. Just in Louisiana, we call them a parish instead of a county. My elderly parents, Mike and Pat Ducote, reside in Livingston Parish. Dad's 85, 100% disabled Korean and Vietnam War veteran, and my mom's 82 and disabled. Thankfully, they saved money through their life for retirement to be able to live on one day. But their only source of income is Social Security. For those of you that live on Social Security, you know that every single penny counts. My parents have been living in the same house in Livingston Parish for 38 years. Their water is supplied by Ward 2 Water District out of Denham Springs. They have never had a water bill in 38 years greater than $29.99. Last month, their bill was $23.83, which is normal for them and everyone that lives in that area. But then they received their latest bill, and it was $345.99. Imagine their shock. Since I assist them with their finances and medical needs, my mom contacted me in a panic. I then contacted Ward 2 Water and asked them what the hell's going on. There was a mistake made in this bill, obviously. I spoke with a lady by the name of Sharon, who gave me the first excuse I was to hear over the past week. She said, the reason the bill is so high is Ward 2 recently changed out all the old water meters in the area, or they're in the process of changing them out. And in doing so, when they changed out your parents' old water meter to the new one, they found out that for your parents' house, there were several months that it was not read correctly. And that now my parents is responsible for those several months of a bad water meter. I told her this was absurd. It's not my parents' fault. She said, I understand you're upset, as I would be too, and I agree 100% with you, sir. I then asked to speak with her supervisor, so she placed me on hold for about 4 minutes. When she came back online, she said her supervisor, whose name is Cookie, said there's nothing that can be done. If the bill is not paid or arrangements made, their water would be shut off in 7 days after the due date, which is October 1st, which happens to be today, by the way. I asked to speak with Supervisor Cookie, myself, but she explained that she was too busy at the moment and would have to return my call. The following evening of not hearing from Supervisor Cookie, I was about to call her when she called me instead, because she had seen a post that I'd made on Facebook about this issue. Now comes the second excuse. She told me that the problem was not the meter malfunctioning, it was the contractor reading it each month. If they were making a mistake by writing down the wrong numbers on the meter. I told her the same thing I told Sharon. How is this my parents' fault? It's your contractor's fault and their incompetence. Have your contractor pay you for the money, the mistake that they made. She told me that she was sorry, but legally, the way that her instructions are written, there's nothing she can do about this bill without the chance of losing her job. She did say that she would try to find a way to get the bill a little lower, but couldn't make any promises. Now, let me just say this. I do believe Cookie is not the evil villain here. And I believe she's doing the best that she can. But her powers are severely limited, as I found out throughout the past week. Anyway, the following day I spoke with her again. She called me after she had read more of the Facebook posts. And she agreed again with me 100% that this should not be my parents' responsibility to correct what the contractor screwed up, but told me the best she could do to lower the bill was from $345.99 to $194.33. So if you're used to paying a bill under $30, even $194.33 is expensive when you're on Social Security. I told her this is unacceptable. She needed to take this up her chain of command, take it to her supervisors. She said she could do one better. She would speak with Ward 2's attorney to see what options were available to her, and she would call me back. When she called me back, she said she had spoken with the attorney for Ward 2 and was told, and you're going to love this, that the Louisiana Constitution plainly states that they're not allowed to waive or dismiss any fees that are charged to the customer. I went back to my original point. This is your contractor's fault, not my parents, and that's who owes you this money. So get the money from them. Now, here's where we're currently at, and I find even more unacceptable. She said she was afraid to go to the contractor and ask them for the money because she was concerned she would upset them and they might drop their contract, and that there was no one else in Livingston Parish available to read water meters if they did this. Again, not my parents' problem, is it? I also explained to her that I don't believe for 1 second what the attorney told her, that it's written in the Louisiana Constitution that if there's a problem with the customer's water bill, that's not the customer's fault, that the water company can't fix the issue by waiving or dismissing the bill. And if it is written in the Constitution that way, well, that's even a bigger issue because some very incompetent elected officials made this decision. As of today, a week into this issue, I've reached out to my Congressman, Garrett Graves, to open a congressional investigation into Ward 2 water, and my state representative, Valerie Hodges. I've also got a call in to my Senator, John Kennedy. Will they be able to correct the wrongdoing? I don't know. But I can definitely say this much. I'm a retired U.S. Army combat veteran that served 4 different tours overseas in war. And if the military operated like Livingston Parish government operates, especially Ward 2 water, we would have lost every damn war we fought. Incompetence in government is the single biggest threat we face as American citizens, in my view. And it is the utmost importance that we, the people, speak out against those that treat us like dirt. And that starts at your lowest level in government. Attend your city council, parish, state, even school board open forums and voice your opinion. Because if you don't take a stand against those that don't give a damn about we the people, then nothing will ever change. We must use our voice to call out wrongdoing of anyone, of any political party, no matter if they're a Democrat or Republican. None of that should matter. If we the people elect you to represent us and you're going to turn around and screw people, especially elderly, on Social Security, that's unacceptable. And by making the Facebook post that I did, I heard back from literally hundreds of people that live in Livingston Parish telling me about the problems they faced with Livingston Parish government. Not just Ward 2 water, but all of the utilities throughout the parish. Demco, Entergy, as well as the judiciary system, the DA's office, the sheriff's office. The list goes on and on of all the people in Livingston Parish, Louisiana that are being screwed over by the good old boy system. People that have been around in power for way too long that shouldn't be there anymore. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. Please share it. I hope that it goes far and wide, because I want the powers that be in Livingston Parish at Ward 2 Water to hear my voice and understand that I'm not done yet. I reach on a regular basis 1.6 million people through the Douglas Ducote Show that I do live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, except for tonight because of the presidential or vice presidential debate. I'm not going to compete with their time at the same time that my show would be live, but I'll be back on Thursday to continue my show. So keep in mind that it is very important that we speak out against people that are elected to represent us that don't seem to give a damn about us. We must vote them out of office at the local government level to make changes in this country. Otherwise, nothing will ever change. As always, please say a prayer for our men and women serving the United States military, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, our first responders, their families, our angel families, our blue and gold star families in our country. And if you do not know what angel families are or blue and gold star families, please look it up, because they too need our help more today than ever before, because this current administration is literally pissing on the graves of their loved ones, and that is unacceptable. Thank you, God bless you, and good night.